What is going on, y'all? Welcome to the video. Welcome back to the United States of America. And welcome, not to home. We're in Houston, Texas. Your boy Max is here. And today's a big day. You know why, Max?
Oh, it's Liberation Day, baby.
Now that was a few days ago when Trump put all the tariffs in, crashed the stock market.
Yeah.
You know, your stock portfolio, it might be down.
Way down.
But your style, your outfits for the springtime, bro, they're about to be way up.
I bet your prices are about to go up too.
Well, we'll talk about that later in the video. These tariffs are,
Thanks a lot, Trump.
they are definitely affecting business. But Max and I are out here, and this is called Post Oaks. What's this called?
It's Post Oaks. This is where you come if you want to be seen. You know, you want the people to see you.
Yeah, okay. We're out here shooting the new Edge lifestyle drop. It's gonna be fire. Max is helping out model. Let's get it.
My stocks are on fire. This launch about to be fire.
Thank you for helping out, bro.
Always.
So on Monday, what's going down is the active chinos are coming back in stock in every colorway. This is just the easiest spring outfit. Chinos, t-shirt, black on black, white on brown.
Fresh.
But you know what I'm even more excited about?
Tell me.
What? Boom! I bet you didn't see that one coming. We got a restock and new colors in the tech joggers. These are the ones with little ankle strap on the bottom, light gray. I don't know what we're calling this colorway, but it is sick. And then also restock and new colors in the shadow tee.
I'm telling you guys, 10 out of 10 on these tees. The weight, the feel, the premium. It's not too oversized, but it's a good little relaxed fit. I rock a large. It's got this texture on it. It feels good. It fits good. Premium. You're a literal fool if you don't wear one of these t-shirts. A fool.
These drop on Monday, but if you click that first link in description, you can get early access to shop the collection before anybody else. A little post-shoot meal with the wives, Max and Taylor, his wife, Julia, my wife. I don't know, I'm introducing y'all. And of course, the star of the show, Sophia. And Max, I'm doing you a big favor here, bro. You did me a favor today. Eating a meal like this before we work out is just, my belly's gonna be full, I'm gonna be tired, I'm only gonna be a little bit stronger than you probably.
I guess the difference between you and me is that I'm so beastly that a simple meal isn't gonna hold me back from having a 10 out of 10 gym session. But you, I can understand.
Look, Thai food is dinner. Certain things are dinner, certain things are lunch.
Bro, do you want some of the first things that your daughter hears is her father complaining about how he can't do something?
Well, I'm gonna do it all right. I'm gonna have a less than ideal workout. But we get beastly. Mandatory before you work out the homie, you gotta backflip into a pool and then have a pre-workout in the pool.
What if you don't have a pool?
What if you don't have a homie?
That's true. What if you don't have a backflip?
What if you don't know how to backflip is the real question.
I feel like every man at some point in his life should learn how to backflip if you're physically able to.
Yes, it's very easy saying that from the position of someone who now knows how to backflip. But I got a question for you, bro. I met this guy, was it 5 years ago I met you? 2020?
When did we fall in love? Let's see.
No, it was before that. It's probably 6 years ago.
Before COVID.
But you had just gone through a breakup, I guess, of some sort.
Yeah.
And you thought, Max told me, I'm probably never gonna get married.
Never.
He said, I just don't trust these hoes. These hoes ain't loyal. I don't think I'm gonna
The
find...
exact verbiage I used.
No, I'm serious. He's like, I just don't think there's gonna be a girl out there that will make sense for her. Fast forward to now. You just got married.
Yeah.
Like a year ago now. I'm married.
About to have a baby.
You're about to have a baby. I have a baby. And at the same time, all this shit's happening. We're now finding out about people our age. Max told me yesterday, this girl we both know is now probably getting divorced. And it's this strange perspective we have. So I got a question for you.
Can we do this like after the gym, bro? I'm gonna be tripping on this pre-workout.
So Max got this truck, the Raptor R.
Yep.
A month ago. What's your review, 10-second review of the Raptor R?
My favorite thing about this truck is how big it is. My least favorite thing about this truck is how big it is. It's fast as fuck and I feel cool as shit driving it.
And you kept that to 10 seconds.
Yeah,
Respect.
just like my sex life. That's how my baby was born.
I love, there's one thing I love about the Hummer, just having a huge interior space, especially on like the road trip from Austin to Houston. This honestly feels about the same as the cabin of the Hummer. Sick truck. Today we got a push workout with the Hypertrophy Focus in the Beastly app. Looks like we're getting started with some dumbbell incline press. 3 sets, 10 reps, 90 pounds. Let's get it.
Bro!
Workout complete. Man, I have not had a workout like that in a minute, bro. I almost didn't make it through the workout. It's like the humidity and the lunges, and I like, you know when you overexert yourself and you're just like,
Do you want to know why you made it through? Because you had an amazing workout partner with you. Surprise, it's me.
Speaking of partners, let's get back to this marriage talk.
Oh yeah.
So I'm curious what regrets you have as a married man. And I already know Max is gonna say like, I don't regret getting married. And I know you don't regret getting married.
I don't.
You and Taylor are a great pair. And I don't regret getting married either. But I do have at least one regret that I can think of.
Tell me, David.
And I'm curious what yours might be. Early in the relationship, man, I used to fall into this mindset where I would think that my problem should be our problem. And if I had something I was dealing with, like Julia should help me solve it. And I'd have weeks where I was really stressed out and busy, and then I had a YouTube video I had to put up and I didn't have a title and thumbnail. I'd go to Julia like, which of these thumbnail images should I do? What title should I do? And she'd be like, I'm not really sure. And I'd be, fuck, really, Julia? You're not gonna help me figure this shit out? Like, I need help, I'm stressed. And I didn't realize it in that moment. In that moment, I just thought she should help me out. But it would always fuck up the whole dynamic of our relationship, because I do think it works best when, as the man, I'm the leader, and the woman can then have less anxiety and follow my lead, and it just creates a much stronger sexual dynamic. And I feel like women tend to get more lost in their anxiety, and then if she's anxious and I'm putting my anxiety on her, all of a sudden the sex gets worse, our relationship gets worse. And what I've realized is that when I have these internal demons or issues that I'm struggling with, if I just fucking deal with it on my own, or maybe call up Max, for example, call up a friend and come to a resolution on my own, even if it's not perfect, things always go a lot better. Because when women, you can't just put your stress on. You know what I'm trying to say? It fucks up the whole relationship.
I want to say I'm glad that you guys made it through those tough times of thumbnail decisions. That can make or break a lot of relationships. So she's a real one for sticking through that.
That's one example.
Why is y'all sex so great? I tell her exactly what thumbnail I'm going to choose today.
No, but you know what I'm saying?
No, I get it.
Because even when it came to like moving back and forth between Spain and the US, which is a big decision.
Yeah, which thumbnail you're going to choose?
No. In that moment, I realized that even if it's some crazy life-changing decision, like, hey, I know you're living life in Spain, but it's going to make sense for us to move back to the States. If I present it with that authority, the woman's always going to be like, all right, I'm with you.
Yeah, you definitely got to respect your authority. I feel like I have similar in yours. It's like, I feel like hindsight's always 20/20, and I wish back in the early part of my relationship, I was a little more decisive in terms of just, like, I felt like I would put my burden of like problems like kind of onto Taylor, rather than just, in my mind, being the man and being like, here's what I'm gonna do, here's how I'm gonna solve these problems. I would just be like, oh, Taylor, like, oh man, I got this email today, and it's gonna be this like bill and like all these things. And I'm like, but like, why am I like almost trauma dumping these things that don't affect Taylor, that are just making her probably be like, does he have a handle on maybe whether it be the finances or like the situation? Can he handle these tougher choices?
And these are also things that like are in your wheelhouse to figure out.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, it's not her responsibility to pay the taxes.
Yeah, I definitely think that, I think being self-aware as a man is like super important. And while I think you can lean on your partner for advice and guidance, I think as the man of the household, you should be decisive and lead the relationship, and have your partner feel confident that you can lead the relationship, right?
I will say though, I do think from time to time it's fine to get like your woman's opinion on a problem, but
Yes.
I try now to come from the place of like, hey Julia, there's a situation that it's kind of like stressing me out. Could I get your opinion on this? Because now I'm not putting the anxiety on her, and she can actually maybe give me a perspective without crippling sex, crippling the whole relationship.
Listen, man, here's what you need to know. As a man, you want to make sure that your woman knows that they're dating a beast, not a bitch. Who's gonna get the protein?
Oh shit.
On shoot. I'm gonna win, bro. On shoot, all
This is
for
for
one. Ready?
protein.
Rock, paper, scissors.
shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Oh, what? Ready?
This is intense.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Ah, let's go.
No, rock sits on paper, bro.
So right now, or at least once this train passes by and I can cross over and get there, we're about to pull up to a very important place. And if you're someone who has aspirations of running your own business, then pay attention. So back in 2018, I started Edge Lifestyle Clothing. And if you remember, the OGs will remember, at first we were shipping the orders ourselves out of our apartment, and then it filled up, so we had to find a warehouse. Then we found a warehouse, and we had this incident where they lost over $100,000 of our inventory. So I was like, fuck, we got to find a different warehouse. And then we found one in Memphis, Tennessee. We've been using the last 6 years. It's been great until a few months ago. They changed ownership, and the new ownership told me, guess what? We're raising your prices significantly, and we don't want to handle your returns anymore, which is obviously a deal breaker for a clothing brand. We have to be able to accept returns. And that's the challenge of physical product businesses, because if something goes wrong with the beastly app, I just have the German developers fix it. We push a new update to the app store, bada bing, bada boom, we're good to go. Not with clothing brands when we have, thousands and thousands of units of inventory in Memphis still. It's created this giant annoying project the last few months, but today it comes to an end. So I just got done meeting with the team here at Relay Distribution. This is the new Edge warehouse and fulfillment center. Starting now, all orders will ship out of Houston, Texas. And honestly, even though this was an annoying process, I'm fucking pumped right now. They got this advanced robotic system that picks and packs the orders, which is gonna be a lot more fast and efficient. I'm gonna have a dedicated returns manager, which, not that you ever wanna return your Edge clothes, but in case you do, it's gonna be a much smoother and seamless process.
Oh, it's all right. It's okay. It's all right.
And that's a big lesson I've learned in life, man. Whenever there's some annoying, stressful situation you got to deal with, almost always, once you get past that initial pain and frustration, there's an opportunity there to make some change that actually leads to more growth and improvement. And that's what we're going to keep doing with Edge. We're going to keep improving the business, not just the efficiency and the profit, but of course, the clothing. We got a lot of new designs planned this year. We're going to keep coming out with quality products that we can all put on and just feel as attractive and badass and comfortable as possible. And in terms of the Trump tariffs, well, I can promise y'all that there'll be no price increases on this collection. Going forward from here, we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens. I know that I voted for Trump back in November, and I know there's a lot of diehard MAGA people in the comments, but I'm not sure on these tariffs, man. I know that the idea is to bring more jobs and more business to the States, but as a clothing manufacturer, there's not places that have access to the same fabrics and technologies that we use. That industry, that infrastructure doesn't exist in the States right now. I'd love to make the clothes here if I could, even if it was a bit more expensive, but that's not really a possibility. I could do a whole new video on my updated thoughts on Trump, and maybe I will, but not this video. For dinner with the crew, we got Max, Joe, Amanda, Taylor, Julia, Sophia. Probably too dark to see Sophia. I remember this spot's called Hopdoddy's. Is it only in Texas? I think it's only in Texas.
Yeah.
I remember this being the best burger I've ever had, but it's been probably 2 years since I've had it. Now, when you eat a burger, first thing you gotta do,
You cut your burger?
cut it in half.
You are a loser.
First thing you cut in half. Second thing you
Wait,
inspect.
why do you do that?
Just listen, you'll see. Second, you inspect, get behind it, you inspect the finish of the burger. It didn't focus? Second, you inspect the finish of the burger. It's a little bit overcooked. I don't think it's gonna be the best burger that I've ever had anymore.
Why do you cut your burger, you loser? What is it, a grilled cheese sandwich?
Still pretty good.
They don't make them like that in Spain, do they?
Diablo burger's got jalapenos in there. That's still probably the best burger I ever had. Maybe not this specific time, but Hopdoddy's 10 out of 10. Cutting out of your burger out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Cut your burger in half, 10 out of 10. Because then you get to eat it like this, bro.
Why are you so nice to him? You're an asshole to me.
Do you put the other half of your burger in your purse, or
Yeah.
do you take it with you? What do you do? Joe's used that line on me before. I'm really excited that I got to use that.
You use your pepper spray before or after you eat your burger?
Mace Max.
Now, this morning, got a little special appearance on the Don't Be Sour podcast. It could be a four-way. Max, Christian.
What up?
So I asked Max for his 10-second review, and he actually kept it 10 seconds on the Raptor R. What's your 10-second review? Hold on, let me get you in the shot with it, with the G-Wagon.
One, it's not mine, but two, very fast. The new one, very comfortable. Eats gas, but the quickness is worth it.
You kept it for 10 seconds also.
Yeah.
It's Heidi's technically?
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically.
Yeah.
It's a sick car. I like the map.
It's mine now.
Podcast complete. This one will be live when this video goes live if you want to check it out. Joe and I got mad at each other about
Get mad at each
politics.
other. I just realized your mic wasn't actually on.
Who's Steve?
Really?
Yeah.
Joe's.
Just kidding. Oh, just kidding. Shit.
I got scared for a second. I was like, I could hear it in the speakers though. Remember, Edge Drop is on Monday. Link in description to get early access to the collection. If you made it to the end of this video, I appreciate you, bro. Don't stop watching now. You can click right there to see my most recent upload next. You don't want to miss that one. I'll talk to you in the next video. Stay beastly.